Hello, friends. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and share this to my other pages. One is called Beauty by Rhea Hope, and then one is just called Rhea Coleman. That's my actual Facebook page. So make sure you're following me in both of those. And then make sure you're also following me on Instagram. My name is Rhea Hope there. And I'm going to be sharing some fun Amazon finds today over on my Instagram story. So make sure you're following me there for that info too. Hi guys. So usually I do like the more neutral looks because that's what I usually prefer, but I've been getting a lot of requests for like a fun eye. So we're going to do a purple eye today. And then maybe later this week we'll do like a green eye or something like that. But I thought today would be fun to do a purple one, since all of the colors that I'm going to be using are still in stock. So I'm trying to utilize that, and I realize there's a lot out of stock, but it's honestly just because of the COVID thing, and then staff is always like super low at all the manufacturer places, so it's taking a little while for everything to come back, but it will come back. Hello, hi guys, how are we? Hello. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started. So the first thing that I'm going to do is use my Liquid Touch foundation. I'm going to use it in the shade Lace today, and my favorite way to apply it first is using my powder concealer brush. I love this brush to apply it, but you can also apply it with your kabuki brush, and you could also apply it with the blending buds. But these are my top 3 recommendations on how to apply your foundations. The powder concealer brush is really good for the loose powder and the liquid, and then the kabuki brush is really good for the stick foundation, the spray foundation, and you can also use it for the liquid. Hi guys, how are we? Okay, so what we're gonna do is I always squeeze the top and then shake up the bottle really well before I apply this, and that's always going to make the coverage a little bit more thicker, look a little more flawless on the skin. And then I apply about that much at first on top of my powder concealer brush, and we'll just dot this around my face, and then I'll just start blending it in like this. Ooh, nice. Thank you so much for sharing. I so appreciate you guys. Yeah, I thought that would be fun today, something different. So we're just going to do some full coverage, but what I love about this foundation is even if you do want full coverage, you still don't need to like apply a bunch of makeup. It will be full coverage no matter what. So I love that about this liquid, but you can absolutely build it up to be even fuller of coverage if you're wanting. But I love that like 4 drops covers my entire face and makes my skin look so flawless, takes away any redness in my skin, evens out my complexion if you have like dark or light spots on your skin. So good. Look at that. And that's so amazing. And then always blend all the way down the neck. But isn't that such good coverage? That was like 4 drops of the Liquid Touch foundation on top of the powder concealer brush. That's so amazing. Oh, I love it. I can never get enough of this. And then always make sure it's like blended really well around this spot, these areas. Okay, so now that we've done that, then I'll go in with like a little bit more, and I'll just kind of apply this on my finger and then just dot this around my face like this. And this will just bump up the coverage ever so slightly. So if you did want a little bit more full coverage, this is a really good way to do it. And then what I like to do is I'll take my blending bud now, and then I will just start to dab this in all over, and this will bump up the coverage a little bit. So if you do have any spots that you still see or still want a little more coverage on, I'll go over it with this. But the key ingredient in getting that really nice full coverage are the blending buds. These guys are different from like your everyday beauty blender that you get at like Walmart or Sephora or whatever. These ones are the best. They're made from a different material than your everyday beauty blender as well. They almost feel like wetsuit material. When you first get them, they feel a little bit dense, but they break in really, really nicely, and they last forever. I think I've had these ones for almost 2 years. So they really last for a long time. So once we have that on, kind of blend it out all over. Now I'm going to go in with, I'm going to get a napkin first. Thank you. Staying cool, yes. All right, so now we're going to go in with our concealer. And I'm going to use about that much of my Skin Perfecting Concealer in the shade Organza. I always warm it up in between my fingers to kind of thin out that consistency. And then we'll apply this on our under eye. And I always kind of try to do a upside down triangle, and then wherever else you need a little bit coverage. You can add whatever, wherever, to get that like little bump. How good. Okay, so now we're going to take the smaller blending bud now and really blend that in. And this is going to hide any dark circles you got going on, or any sunspots, or anything that you are having a difficult time hiding. This is going to hide it super, super well. So we're just going to blend that in. And I always take it up onto my eyelid and then up and over the nose. But this is seriously game changer if you have a stubborn spot. So blending out just like that. So now we have some really, really nice coverage already going on. Okay, so now we're gonna set it so it stays in place all day. So the way you set it can be different for everyone basically. Just kind of depends what your skin texture is like and what kind of skin tone you have. Whether you have oily skin or skin type you have. Whether you have oily skin or dry skin, etc. Fine lines, wrinkles, it all kind of plays in to how you set your makeup, but everyone should set their makeup, no matter if you have to set it with a powder, with a loose powder, with a pressed powder, whatever. You need some kind of like setting power. So what I like to do is I like to take an empty blending bud, and I like this one because it's flat, and I spray it with my setting spray. And then now I'm gonna take my setting powder, and this is a translucent setting powder, and I'm just gonna tap my bud in there and grab some of that product on there, and then I'll start to dab this around wherever I get like oily or wherever I have a lot of fine lines or creasing happening. I use this product here. You can also use a loose powder to do this step. You'll just want to use a little bit less of it because loose powder can be a little bit thicker of consistency. You can also use the pressed powder, which I demoed yesterday in that tutorial on how to get that effect. So we're just gonna pop this all over. And then I didn't even let it sit that long. I let it sit for just like a few seconds, and then I'll use my fan brush to sweep away any excess. Yes, exactly. I clean my makeup brushes with the Zote cleaning bar. I will actually record, I have to clean them today, so I will record how to do that, and I'll have that uploaded for you guys. Okay, so now we're just going to sweep away, just like so. And then now we want to even out our coverage. So what I'm going to do now is use my setting powder, use my pressed powder for this step. And this is the Unique Pressed Powder. It's in the shade Poplin. And it's basically the same color as like velour or taffeta. It's like a happy medium right in there. So I'm going to take it on a big kabuki brush and then just apply just like so all over. How long would it normally take you to put your daily makeup on? If I wasn't live, it would maybe take me, if I was doing a full coverage with like full eyeshadow, it'd take me maybe 15 minutes. Maybe 20 if I was going slow and being interrupted by the kids. But to do my makeup, like this full coverage without like a crazy eye look, would maybe take me 5 to 10. Not long at all. But this out one's amazing. Oh, good. I'm so glad you love it. Yeah, it's super easy. All right, so now I'm just taking a big giant kabuki brush, and I love applying my pressed powder with a big brush because it applies it very evenly, so you don't have to overdo it with the powder using a ton of the product. So we're just going to kind of bounce this off our skin all over, and this is going to draw out that oil and trap it, so no oils pushing against our makeup. And then it's also bumping up the coverage, so making it a little bit more fuller coverage. So it's going to hide everything. And then it also is mattifying our makeup look, which is going to just make everything look super soft on our skin. Do you use the pink or white? So the pink. The white, I believe, has bleach in it, which you probably shouldn't use. So I would do the pink. Yes, precisely. Okay, so now that we've done that, now we're going to go straight into contouring. So this is one of my favorite one of my favorite products to contour with. It is seriously so simple. I know contouring can be a little bit scary. It doesn't have to be, as long as you have the right products with the right tools. So right product is this guy. This is technically a pressed powder. It's in the shade Chenille. And then this is a tapered blusher brush. This is on our website under tools, and this is the best brush for contouring. It's a perfect shape, fits perfectly in the hollow. So you're going to tap in the product and swirl in the cap, and then you're going to go from the top of the ear towards the corner of the mouth, and then you're just going to start to drag that down back and forth like this, turn the brush, and then swirl over that area to soften the line. And this is going to warm up your complexion. It's going to thin out your face. Wherever you put a contour is going to recede. Wherever you put something highlighter will pop forward. So we're just kind of play around with the lighting. message me, Heather, and I give you the link to the brush. And my top, I believe, is from Vici Dolls, but I will go ahead and link my outfit over on my Instagram as soon as I get off here. So make sure you follow me there on Instagram. My name is Rhea Hope there. Yes, this brush is must-have. Like, if you've been having a hard time with contouring, this brush is going to solve all those issues. So then around the jawline, and then for the nose, I'll just kind of do the same thing. Just squeeze the brush and then just run down the sides of the nose. It's just going to thin out your nose. If you have like a longer nose, you can do the bottom. And I'll do the whole like sides. And then around the bottom lip, I love to do to make it look a little bit more poutier. And then now that I've only done one side, now you can really see that difference. See how this side of my face looks much more kind of put together. My under eye looks brighter, tighter, more youthful. This side of my face looks so much thinner, and it's not like muddy or heavy. It doesn't make me look like I have a beard or anything. I love how just subtle and soft this product is to use for contouring. So top of the ear to the corner of the mouth, take the tapered blusher brush and go down, just in that hollow, back and forth, and then turn, and then swirl over that product to soften, just like that. Voila. And now you could go as intensely as you want, whether you wanted like a really heavy contour or really light contour, it's totally your call. So you can kind of play around with how soft or how heavy you want it. Obviously, the more you use, the heavier it's going to look. So if you want to start off with a softer contour, make sure you tap off your brush really well, blow, and then very light hand. The heavier you push on makeup brushes, the darker it's going to look. Jessica, you can message me here on Facebook. So if you tap on my face, a little description window will pop down and you'll see my name up top, Rhea Hope or Rhea Coleman or whatever. You can message me here on Facebook. You can also message me on Instagram. My name there is Rhea Hope as well. And then if you still can't figure out how to do it, totally fine. You can go to my website, rheahopebeauty.com. At the very bottom of the website, you can send me an email and I can respond back to you. Yes, Messenger is the easiest way. I'm sure we all have Messenger, like the Messenger app. So you can search me Rhea Coleman there as well. You're not using the Beachfront bronzer? I'm not. I really love the this product right here. I feel like it's easier to blend out. Plus, they're that one's out of stock too. Hello, Crystal. How are you? Do you ever use a stick for contouring? I do. My favorite color's been out of stock to contour with this stick, so that's why I haven't done it lately, but I use the same shade in the stick foundation to contour, which is the shade Chenille, but I have many tutorials on how to contour with that as well, so if you're wanting to watch that, you can look it up on my Instagram, or not my Instagram, my YouTube channel, or here on Facebook. Alright, so now for blush. Who out there is like not a big blush girl? Like you want something super subtle and soft, not loud, crazy, no shimmer, no highlight, no nothing. You just want a matte, soft blush. If that is you, this color needs to be in your possession. This is the shade Seductive in the blush, and it is literally the softest, like dusty rose, so subtle, no shimmer, no shine, no nothing, just a matte, nice blush. So this color is like my safe blush. If you are like afraid of blush, this is the one that you should get. So again, it's the shade Seductive. And then I'm using on the blusher brush, and we're just tapping this on the apple of my cheek, working up to the hairline. And it's just going to simply give you that, that human glow. So you don't look so washed out or like a little zombie. Yes, exactly. Thank you for answering that, Jessica. Yeah, I know. Isn't that really pretty? Just very soft. Yes, exactly. Oh my gosh, you guys are so on top of my comments. Thank you. How does it compare to Sisterly? It's going to be more of a dusty rose rather than like a pinky color, and it's also matte. There's no shine or sheen or anything to it. So it's very different from Sisterly. So if you wanted to get like two spectrums of blushes, that's a perfect like pairing. Sisterly and Seductive. What color would I be on the lighter for the contour? Probably Charmeuse would be, I think, one shade down from Chenille. But message me and I can help you. All right, so now for highlight, I'm going to take a little highlighted brush, and we're going to dust this on the bridge and tip of my nose, and then we're going to just pop this on the highest parts of my cheekbone. And this is the Touch of Mode Luminizer in the shade Pearly that we're using. And it is just this really gorgeous, like goldy bronze. It's so, so pretty. So we're just going to take that and just swirl it on the highest parts of our cheekbones like this. And this is just going to give us that really pretty dewy finishy, dewy finish glowy look. And then Cupid's bow. Oh, it's so pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? Love it. And I know this color looks intense on the website, but it's not. It's so, so pretty. Oh, thanks, Vicky. Oh my gosh, my skin is so nice because of our skincare line. Our skincare is amazing. Do you have Contrite lip powder? I don't know if I do. I don't think I do. I only have Koi, Casual, and Compatible. Those are my 3 favorites of our lip powders. The one about Contrite has like a metallic finish to it. So to be honest, that one wasn't my favorite. I'm organza, but I bought linen spray foundation. Do you think it will be way too dark for me? I think you could be able to lighten it. You could probably apply a little bit to it, and then you could either do like a BB cream underneath it to lighten it, or on top of it would lighten it. You could even try to mix it with your concealer to lighten it too. You guys are so sweet. Thank you very much. And like I keep saying, if you guys need any recommendations for makeup or skincare, just message me here on Facebook, and I would be so happy to help you. And then you can find everything I'm using on my website, RheaHopeBeauty.com. And our sale is still going on, which is if you spend $80, everything in your cart turns to 15% off. So the whole website is 15% off with an order of $80. And then you get free shipping at $100. So it's the perfect time to try the makeup. Everything has a love it guarantee. So if you don't love anything for any reason, you can always return it for your money back. Alright, so for my brows, I'm doing the brow pencil in the shade Medium, and I'm just taking it from the front of the brow all the way to the arch, and then throughout the tail, and then I will just follow where my tear duct is, straight up, and that's kind of where you know to like cap off the brow, and then I'll connect it down here underneath, and then color in. So essentially we're just like outlining and coloring in. When you get a chance, can you swatch Compatible for me? I actually did it in a live video the other day, Amanda, so you can watch that on the replay to see what it looks like. And I also always upload my makeup looks on my looks tab, which is pinned right here. I will type it in the comments. If you go to my website, RheaHopeBeauty.com, and then you click on the looks tab, you can type in Rhea Hope, and there will pop up all of my different makeup looks that I've pretty much done in the last 4 years. And it has the tutorial attached, and it has the full product list attached. So it's like the coolest thing ever, because you can watch the tutorial on one of your looks that you liked or that you saw on there, and then you can also see the full product list, and you can literally just press add to cart, and it will add the whole product list to your cart, and then you can remove whatever you want. You can change the shades. It's so easy. I love that feature. If I had to pick one liquid eyeshadow, it would probably be Ornate or Overt. Those are my favorites. And also Reverent. Oh, it's so hard. I love all 3 of those, though. You can't go wrong. The brow pencil should be back in stock, I think, around August. But the brow palette is still in stock, and that's extremely similar. It's actually a little bit more natural and a little bit more easier to use, in my opinion. I'll be sure to use it in tomorrow's tutorial so you guys can see how to use it. The difference between the pressed powders is nothing really. The Unique one is a little bit thicker of consistency and has a little bit more of a non-neutral undertone as opposed to the Touch Mineral one. But if you need help like deciphering what color is which, just message me and I can help you. Okay, so right then, sorry, my eyeliner just threw it on my waterlines, and although I went like too low, it's fine because we're going to blend that out with eyeshadow. So I love doing my eyeliner before I do my eyeshadow because I'm going to blend it out anyway, so I can kind of just throw it on. And I love that it stays put, doesn't like build up or anything like that. Or like smear or smudge or anything. Yes, the eyeliner I just did on my waterlines. You got your first brow palette. Oh my gosh, right? Isn't it a game changer? It's so good. If you had to pick, oh, I read that one. Okay, I think I caught up. But if I missed your comment, just message me again. All right, so here is the purple palette we're going to use today. The colors, I know I'm gonna forget because I don't use these colors a lot. But I know this one is Nimble because I love that one. This one is gonna be kind of like a gray purple. So Nimble is this color. And then the one up from that, this lighter purple, is the shade Crafty. So Nimble, Crafty, Credulous, Nimble, Crafty, Credulous, and Ambiguous. Tricky names. Okay, so Ambiguous, Crafty, Credulous, Nimble. Nimble, Crafty, Credulous, Ambiguous. Those are the color names. I know I'm gonna get asked again, so I'm like trying to say it out loud so I remember. Like I said before, I'll upload it definitely all together. Oh, nice. So you'll probably love this look. So this is our little purple palette, and I love our quad option on our website because you get to pick the colors. So you can build any type of quad you want. You can always message me if you guys need any help picking out colors too, but let me know. So the first thing that we're gonna do here is I always blend out my eyeshadow before I like really kind of apply it. It's kind of working backwards, but it works for me, and I think it makes my eye look really soft. So we're gonna take the fluffy crease brush. I just wiped it on a napkin with whatever was on there from yesterday. And I'm gonna take the shade Nimble first. So this is a really, really good, very neutral tone. If you liked the shade Astute, this is very similar. It just has more like gray undertones to it rather than kind of caramel. Where do they get the names from? I know, right? I don't know who creates the names, honestly. So we're gonna apply Nimble first, and we're just going to apply this in kind of like a V shape like this. So the crease, the outer corner, and then the brow bone. And then when I get to the brow bone, I'm gonna make little tiny circles up top to blend it out and make it look really, really soft. So this is gonna be kind of like our transition base shade. You guys love purple? It's my mom's favorite color too. Okay, so we're just going to continue to blend this out, and then if you don't have this brush, you guys, this is called the Fluffy Crease Brush. It is like the easiest brush ever. It applies the makeup so nicely. It blends it out so beautifully and so softly. This is a must-have brush. I actually had a really difficult time when I started learning how to do eyeshadow to make it look really soft on this outer part, and it was always a challenge for me. I always thought it looked too rough, like looked like it got punched in the eye, and it wasn't until I got this brush that I was like, oh, wow, that's not so hard. Another thing to keep in mind too when you're doing your eyeshadow is to think this little saying, and I know if you've been a follower of mine, you are going to type it out right now. It is rainbow, rainbow, zigzag. So rainbow, rainbow, zigzag will help you kind of keep that rhythm in your mind to make sure that you're moving your eyeshadow, because a lot of times you'll just get on there and you're just like coloring, but hold your brush towards the back. Another really big tip. So now we're going to move into this color, which is Crafty, and this is going to be kind of like a matter, lighter purple. And we're going to use the same brush, my Fluffy Crease Brush. I'm going to grab that on there, swirl it in the cap to separate the pigment, tap it off. Yes, exactly. Fluffy Crease Brush, yes, the best. My favorite color would probably be Gingerly and Manipulative and Fanatical. I love those three. Okay, we are not still in quarantine. We're like, I don't know. We're doing whatever we're supposed to be doing. Let's just say that. All right, so we're going to take Crafty, and we're just going to pop this in the outer section and then slowly start to blend onto the eye. So same thing. And then I'm just going to, I've never used this color before, so word to the wise, if you are not familiar with how a color looks, always start slow, start to build it up before you like go hog wild, tap it in there and go straight in with your eye. So tap it, swirl it, start off slow, because you can always build it up. You can always change and alter the color and make it darker if you're wanting to, but it's always easier to blend out than it is to apply it and have to blend it out. So always start slow. So I actually really like this color. It's much more softer on than it looks in the palette. It almost looks kind of like a gray purple once it's on. So I'm actually going to use this a little bit heavier now in the outside corner and then work it into the crease. So just like that. And same thing over here. Yes, exactly. But like I was saying before, if you guys need any help picking out colors or anything, just message me a selfie facing a window and I can give you a recommendation. If you need help picking out eyeshadows or anything, just let me know. Yeah, this is turning out really fun. Okay, so Crafty, we're still working with. We're just blending it out on this side now that I really know what kind of color it is. Okay, so now that we have that on, now I'm going to go in with this color, which was Credulous, and it's a much darker, kind of almost metallic-y purple. And again, I've never used this color before, so I'm going to start slow. I'm going to grab it, swirl it, tap it, blow, and then I'm going to use a very light hand. And I'm going to keep this color, because it's the darkest, in the outside corner only. Kind of creating like a V. So this is going to create like the depth to her eye. And I'm working in like little circular motions. Just like that. And then if I ever feel like my eye look is turning a little bit darker than I intended, always double check yourself on where you're holding your makeup brush. That is a big deal. If you're holding it way up here, it's going to look way darker versus if you're holding it in the back. Gives you more control over how much is going on and where it's going. Yes, purple looks really good on green and hazel eyes. It makes that color really pop. No, we're not. Our pool's not done yet. We're probably like 2 weeks out. Eyes are hooded. Should you still do the V? Yes, I would still do the V. And I would make sure that you use really brightening colors and not darkening colors. So you're going to really, if you have hooded eyes, the more champagne vibed colors are going to be a good one for you. But like I said before, just message me and I can walk you through it. Alright, so now I'm going to take this liner shader brush and I'm going to take this color right here again, which was Credulous. And now this is the color that I'm going to line the bottom lash line with because it's the darkest color. And I'm going to pop this on just underneath just to give it like that cohesive finished look. Same thing here. Yes, absolutely. Purple is definitely a really good color for hazel eyes. Hazel and green. Alright, so I'm just lining the lash line with this. And then now I'm going to flip the brush around and I'm going to take this side right here, which is the shader side, I would assume. And I'm going to mist this with my setting spray. And then now I'm going to take this color right here, which is Ambiguous, on the liner. And then now I'm going to press. I'm going to press this on rather than sweeping. Kind of tap, 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 tap on the inner and the middle of my eyelid. Just like that. Not pretty? And then you can slowly build that up. So spraying your brush is going to make the color a little bit more pigmented, a little bit darker or a little bit brighter than it normally would. So it's an easy trick if you really want that color payout. Otherwise, you don't have to do that and you can just take it for what it is. But definitely one of my favorite brushes because you get the dual sides, so you really get so much use out of it. And like I said before, everything on my website is 15% off, including the tools, when you spend $80. So if you've been wanting to try some of these makeup brushes, because they really do make a big difference on the outcome of your makeup, definitely now is the time. The brush is using liner. What brush are you? The liner shader brush is what I use to line, and then the eyelid. All right, so I'm going to take the shade Nimble one last time on my fluffy crease brush. And this is what I'm going to just very lightly kind of dust everything and just kind of blend it out a little bit. And then I'm going to take my empty brush. This is the blending brush. There's nothing on it. And I'm just going to sweep this along the outer edge. And this is just going to soften out those edges. Like that. All right. Last thing, I'm going to take my crease brush. And I'm going to take my color Optimistic, which is a really pretty champagne-y, highlighty color. And we're going to pop this on the inner corner, and it's just going to kind of give the eye a little bit of a pop. Just like that. All right, now to clean up. I like to take the empty, just any empty brush and sweep along underneath. And then I like to take my blending bud and just bounce this underneath my eye a little bit firmer. And this is going to pick up any eyeshadow that may have fallen. It also kind of softens out this outer edge like that. Ta-da! And now we're going to set our makeup and do our mascara, which will really kind of complete the eye look. Which is so important to do if you are not setting your makeup. I cannot tell you how important it is. It takes away that like makeup-y look, that powdery look. It makes everything look so much more softer. Helps prevent transferring. It does so much. Helps minimize the appearance of pores. It's so good. Yes, I will show the colors again. The lighter shade was the shade Optimistic, the one on the inner corner. Optimistic. Yes, I will show the palette again. And I'll tell you the color names too. And I will also be uploading the whole makeup look to my looks tab. Okay, so the colors were, again, Nimble, Crafty, Credulous, Ambiguous. So we did Nimble in the crease, we did Crafty in the crease and on the lid, we did Credulous in the outside corner and underneath the waterline, and then we did Ambiguous on the eyelid. And then we did the shade Optimistic on the inner corner. So all of that's on my website and they're all in stock. I checked before I got on. So you can try out the eye look for yourself. I want to see your pictures, of course. And now let's do our mascara to really bring it all together. Let's bring it on in. So first thing I'm going to start with is the lash primer. Crafty I did in the crease and on the eyelid. Alright, so lash primer first, and this is like a must-have product as soon as it's back in stock. It needs to be on your wish list. It's so amazing. It helps to nourish your lashes, making them longer, makes them healthier, makes them stronger, also makes your lashes so much longer and fuller underneath your mascara. It does so much. Like it's a crime not to prime your skin. Same goes with your mascara. So lash primers first, and then I will go in with my 4D mascara. I like to give it just like a few seconds to get a little bit tacky. And then I'm gonna go in with my 4D, and this is one of my absolute favorite mascaras. It has fibers infused in it, and it wraps each little lash in like a fiber hug. So the gel goes on, and then the smaller bristles on this brush have the fibers. So then the fibers go on, and then the gel rolls right over top of it. So it gives you like the longest lashes ever. It's so good, and there's no fallout either. I never use a lash curler. I never really need to. I think that the ingredients in the lash primer and then the Esteem Lash Serum that I use really do help to curl the lashes. So I use our lash serum every single night, which is actually back in stock if you hadn't seen. It's only $24, you guys. And I use it on my eyebrows and also my eyelashes every night before bed. And I swear that's what's helped them grow so long. And you start seeing results really quickly. I remember seeing results within like 6 weeks of using it. So if you've been looking for a good, affordable lash growth serum, Esteem Lash Serum, you guys. Swear by it. Alright, so I'm going to top it off with my waterproof Epic Mascara, which you can actually get this for free on my website. If you spend an order of $200, you're going to get free shipping, the waterproof Epic Mascara, a pair of sterling silver earrings also. All you have to do is set up a reward link before you place your order, which if you need help doing that, just message me before you place your order and I can help you. Alright, so I'm going to top it with that just to get even more length and volume, but also to make it waterproof. Ta-da! That's such a pretty eye look. So, there's your purple eye look, fans. Thank you. I feel like I'm not using this serum right. My lashes are short and stubby. Definitely make sure you're using it at night. If you're not wearing mascara, you could use it during the day as well. And I coat it on like the backside. Make your hair grow. I mean, they have it for your eyebrows and your lashes. Okay, so now for lips. I'm going to use my lip liner in Prudent. And this has been like my go-to lip combo lately. So lip liner and Prudent, which I love these. They're super creamy. They glide on. They're smudge proof, so they're perfect to wear underneath your lipstick to prolong the wear of them. And they're only $15. So we're going to take Prudent, and then I like to fully fill this in. like so. And I'll feather it through. Okay, so now that I've done that, now I like to go in with my lipstick in the shade Extravagant. And although it looks like really intense on the website and in person, once you put it on, it's so pretty. You're like, oh, I didn't think it's gonna look like that. It's so gorgeous. It's like this really pretty corally pink. Perfect for spring and summer. So I'll pop it on just like that, and then I will massage it in with my finger just to blend that out and soften it. And then once I do that, then I will take a little bit of my concealer, just like a teeny tiny bit, and I will apply that right on top. And this completely changes the whole look. It turns it into this really gorgeous, almost pastel-y light pink. It's so pretty. Isn't it gorgeous? I thought that would pair well with the purple lip. So that was lip liner in Prudent and lipstick in Extravagant. And again, both are both in stock. And that was the whole makeup look. I really love our lip exfoliator that comes back in stock I think next month. But I love the lip exfoliator. I use that at night and I really massage my lips. And then I remove like the dead skin or whatever every night before bed. So that's also part of my nighttime routine. Thanks. So I'm actually going to hop off and then I will be back to do my hair with you guys. I'm going to show you how to put extensions in to kind of skip that grow out stage. So I will see you guys back here in probably like 5 to 10 minutes to do our hair together. And I will put the full product list in the comments after I get off with the link attached to the looks tab. So make sure that you comment something. That way you'll be alerted when I comment with the product list. And you can always message me if you guys need any recommendation. Make sure you're following me over on Instagram. My name is Rhea Hope there. And let me know if I can help you guys out at all. So just message me if you need me. You can message me here on Facebook or on Instagram or on my website. And again, everything I just used is available right here. RheaHopeBeauty.com. Debbie, message me. So just message me, you guys. That's the best way to get a hold of me. I don't really see the comments after I get off. They kind of get all jumbled and I only get to see some. So if you comment and I don't message you, I didn't see your comment. So message me. It's the best way. So message me here on my website or whatever, but I'm here to help. All right, guys, I'll see you in a little bit. Bye.